Well, hi, everybody. This is Kyle Kramer, the CEO of the Earth and Spirit Center, joined by the trifecta of our social justice facilitators, Debbie Laporte, Di Kerrigan, and Joe Phelps. Good to see all three of you.
Thank you.
Good to see you, Kyle.
I love chatting with y'all on and off mic. And so we're on mic now. We're going to record a short conversation about the upcoming Listen, Learn, Act experience that you all have planned for this semester. Listen, Learn, Act, of course, is one of the social justice arms of the Earth and Spirit Center. It's been very generously funded by Louisville Metro Government Office of Equity, and we've been at this work with y'all for several years, particularly centered around racial equity. So I'm wondering if we can jump into what we have on tap for this semester, for this 6-week experience. And I know that the topic of this semester is justice and advocacy, compassion and mindfulness. So I wonder if y'all can explain the intersection of those big words.
Sure. Well, to give a bit of background, we've been at this since 2021. This will be our 6th Listen, Learn, Act class, and we have been listening and learning and acting alongside Black leadership in the city of Louisville, who have helped us see the inequities that exist and what needs to be done to create change. It's been a great class, and we feel like we've had great momentum, great energy, and we feel like progress is being made. And at the same time, we also have to recognize that the emphasis we saw in 2020 to create diversity, equity, and inclusion in businesses and education and organizations has made some changes, but now we're seeing the pushback, the white backlash, if you will, as we see lawmakers and corporations and universities sort of backing away from DEI. It's almost like they want to stop paying attention to the issues, which makes our work all the more important.
Yeah. So one of the uniquenesses about the Earth and Spirit Center, because of course, as the Earth and Spirit Center, we deal with matters of earth, justice and environmental concerns, and we deal with matters of the spirit, the interior life, the contemplative life. And so that's what we bring uniquely to the work of social justice, generally the work of racial equity particularly. And I wonder if, Di, you might speak to how mindfulness itself intersects with the way that you all envision justice work to be done.
Sure. Earth and Spirit Center has been teaching mindfulness and meditation for years and years and years. And so much of it is about training yourself to be present, training yourself to be focused, pay attention. And what's so important about justice work is paying attention. What's happening around me? What is this community doing? Where do I fit into this community? And we find it so important that not only that we are great anti-racist, that we are supporting the community in that way, but it really takes a deeper look inside ourselves to think about being aware all the time, training our minds to be aware, and strengthening our compassionate muscle, our anti-racist muscle, so that we are good citizens. But not only that it is a way of life for us, which is what I believe mindfulness to be. It's a practice. So making that our intention, making that our focus is important to us. So that's what our intention for this class will be.
Yeah, and as you were speaking, Di, things occurred to me about what it means to see. I mean, on the one hand, I hear you to say that mindfulness helps you see the things in your community you might not otherwise want to see or want to acknowledge exist. But I think maybe even on a meta level, in my experience of mindfulness, the more you practice, the more you're able to see how interconnected we are as community, how the dividing line between your good and my good, or the good of someone who doesn't share my skin color or my socioeconomic background or whatever, is also my good. We're all wrapped together in this garment of destiny, right?
Right.
So I'm just thrilled to hear you describe it that way, and I think it's really important work that we do in that regard. So, what about this class in particular, Debbie? Are you able to say what's going to happen in these 6 weeks, and when it's going to start, when it's going to run, where it's going to be, all the logistics and the juicy, exciting parts of this?
Absolutely. So the class will begin March 5th, and it's going to run Tuesday mornings from 10 till 11:30. We'll have it at the barn in person, and we'll also have it over Zoom for those who want to join us online. We're so excited about this class because, as Joe said, this is our 6th one. And in each of those classes, we had in marvelous speakers from the community that really made us aware of challenges faced by the Black community. But every time we felt rushed for time, we wanted to spend more time together. We wanted to take, they always offered us suggestions, and we wanted to take them further. So this class, along with all the other things that Joe and I talked about, we're going to work on having time to identify and participate in actions as well. And we're excited about the speakers that are coming in because they are both longtime, prominent, powerful civil rights activists. First one is Maddie Jones, who I think is turning 91 this year. She's been at it for a long time. And also have, yes, we'll also have Reverend Tim Finley Jr., who was very active in leading the protests in 2020 and is very committed. And then Reverend Joe Phelps is also going to share his longtime journey in this, what he calls work of love. And as Di was saying, we see that mindfulness is so important in identifying even within ourselves, the inner work that we need to identify within ourselves, our own biases, our own obstacles in this work, as well as cultivating the compassion, the resolve, the patience to stay the course. So all those things we're very excited about doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to hear. And as I hear you describe that, I know that you've spent all these many other classes getting a lot of input from Black leaders, as you'll also do in this one. But it sounds like you're building in plenty of time for digesting that input and processing that together, and really coming out with some concrete actions as well. So I'm thrilled that the listen, the learn, and the act component of these are showing up in such strong ways. And as we close, I just want to, for you three and for anyone who is going to be watching this video, I just want to acknowledge two things. One is the fantastic work that you, Debbie and Di have done in your own organization, which is named listenlearnact.org, which really jumped right into the fray in the early days of racial unrest in this city. And so we at the Earth and Spirit Center have just been so deeply grateful to partner with your organization such that this can happen. And then to all three of you, as Joe mentioned earlier, there are plenty of folks who never wanted to deal squarely with this, and who several years on certainly don't have the same enthusiasm level, or may have pushback or animosity. And you all have found a way to keep this exciting and fresh, and keep people turning up and showing up to do this good work. And that's, I think, in large part due to your own charisma and your dedication to this. So I just wanted to acknowledge to you and to anyone who's watching that that's just such a gift to this Louisville community and to the Earth and Spirit Center community particularly. So thank you all for that. And again, Debbie, can you hit the dates and times one more time?
Yes, March 5th, it runs for 6 weeks, and it meets on Tuesday mornings from 10 to 11:30 in person at the barn, or you can join us over Zoom.
Excellent. And just
they're also recorded, and you can watch them later if that works better for you.
Yep. And what we didn't mention, and I will now, is that because we've been so generously funded by Metro government, and we were able to deliver these in a cost-effective way, we are not charging for anyone to take part in this. Obviously, we happily, gladly welcome donations to support this work, but don't let money stand in your way. And please do sign up on our website. There'll be a link accompanying this video where you can register. We do need you to do that so that we can prepare the room and have good head counts. But we would be thrilled to see everybody in March. And again, grateful to you all for doing this good work. Thanks.
Thanks,
you.
Kyle.
Thanks,
Kyle.
Kyle.